I came, I saw, I shopped. Perhaps you know what became of the robotic dog, ripped jeans, or gadget that you couldn't live without a few years ago. Maybe you remember where you put that video game you used to love. It was a must have item just last year. It's possible, though, that you've lost track of these things. Consequently, they are forgotten but not gone, collecting dust in a closet somewhere. In the meantime, you may have developed a taste for newer, fresher goods such as a waterproof smartphone, designer shoes, or limited edition sneakers. When you want something with a passion, it can be difficult to picture a moment when that item might not mean much to you. A 2011 study showed that Americans upgrade their mobile phones every 21.7 months. This is the fastest turnover rate in the world. As the pace of technological change increases, replacement periods get even shorter. Are we just fickle and easily distracted, or are other forces at play? All of the data suggests that America is a nation of shoppers. Instead of saving our money, we spend it. Recent research shows that 1 in 4 Americans save more than 10% of his or her income. In contrast, Europeans show personal saving rates of more than 10% over a 30-year period dating back to the early 1980s. Are we hardwired to buy? What drives our need to own the latest games, shoes, or phones? There are many notions. Some experts point to mirror neurons. These are cells in our brains that allow us to mirror or reflect the feelings and behaviors of other people. Scientists believe that mirror neurons may tell us that we want what other people have, especially when we admire those people in other ways. Social relationships may also affect our buying decisions. A study of Americans born between the early 1980s and the early 2000s finds that peer recommendations influence many of the participants to make certain purchases. People from this millennial generation are also attracted to brands connected to social causes. They wish to buy products made by companies that donate profits to charity. Emotional spending. We can explain the desire for new shoes or a new phone, at least in part, as a practical concern. After all, we probably plan to wear the shoes and use the phone. However, some of our buying choices seem to be based almost purely on emotions. As an example of emotional purchasing, consider the multi-billion-dollar market for collectible items from the past. In most cases, collectors don't plan to use these items. It is the rare driver who uses an antique car for her daily commute. Likewise, the collectible doll from 1959 that sold at an auction in May 2006 for $27,450 did not become a child's favorite toy. Advertising does not drive demand for collectibles. TV commercials for lunchboxes from the 1960s simply don't exist. Some purchases of collectibles may be investments in items that will grow in value. However, others are driven largely by emotions, such as longing for a time past. All of the information we have about shopping and spending suggests that the desire for a particular item is not so simple. Our brains, our social connections, and even our feelings about the past may all contribute to a seemingly endless appetite to fill our homes and lives with things.